Today, we're looking at some surprising and delicious foods that can boost your brain power, and a few of them might just shock you. We're always trying to optimize our lives, our fitness, our productivity, our sleep. But the one organ controlling everything is often fueled by whatever's fast and convenient. Your brain is an energy hog, using about 20% of your body's calories. It needs premium fuel to maintain focus and memory. New research shows just how much our diet is connected to our cognitive function, from our mood to our risk of age-related diseases like Alzheimer's. The good news is, you don't need a massive lifestyle overhaul. It can start with your very next meal. We're not just going to list a few healthy foods. We're going to explore the science behind some of the most powerful and unexpected brain boosters out there. We'll see how they protect your neurons, improve communication between brain cells, and help you build a better brain. So get ready to rethink your grocery list, because your pantry is hiding some serious brain-boosting potential. First up is a food that gets a lot of praise, but might not be fully understood: fatty fish. When experts talk about brain food, things like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are always at the top of the list, and for good reason. They are absolutely swimming in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential building blocks for your brain. Your brain has billions of cells called neurons that are constantly firing and communicating. The outer layer of these cells is made of fat, and the kind of fat you eat directly impacts how well they work. Omega-3s, especially one called DHA, are critical for building strong, flexible cell membranes. Think of it as upgrading the wiring in your brain so signals can travel faster and more efficiently. In fact, DHA is the most abundant omega-3 fatty acid found in the brain. Research consistently links omega-3s to better brain health. A 2017 study found that people with high levels of omega-3s had increased blood flow in the brain, which is tied directly to sharper cognitive skills. More blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients, keeping your brain cells energized and healthy. But there's another key player in the omega-3 family: EPA. While DHA is the structural star, EPA is known for its powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation is a silent enemy of the brain, linked to everything from depression to degenerative diseases. EPA helps create compounds that fight this inflammation, protecting the brain from damage. Some research even suggests that EPA has a stronger influence on mood, while DHA has a greater impact on long-term brain health. The ideal scenario is getting a healthy dose of both. So, what does this mean for you? The Mind Diet, designed specifically to slow down brain aging, recommends eating fish at least once a week. Choosing fatty fish like salmon or sardines will give you the most potent dose of these brain-protecting fats, helping to improve your memory, boost your mood, and guard against cognitive decline as you get older. For years, the egg yolk got a bad rap. We were told to stick to the whites and ditch the yolk to avoid cholesterol. It turns out, by tossing the yolk, we were throwing away one of the most powerful brain-boosting nutrients out there: choline. Choline is an essential nutrient, similar to B vitamins, that's incredibly important for your brain. Your body uses choline to make acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that acts as a chemical messenger between your nerve cells. Acetylcholine is vital for regulating memory, mood, and focus. As we age, our natural levels of this messenger decline, which can make it harder to form new memories. This is where eggs come in. A single large egg yolk is packed with choline, and recent studies are highlighting just how critical this is. Research from the Rush Memory and Aging Project found a strong connection between higher choline intake and better cognitive performance. One study linked eating at least one egg per week with a significantly lower risk of developing Alzheimer's dementia compared to those who rarely ate them. It's estimated that the vast majority of Americans, possibly around 90%, aren't getting the recommended amount of this vital nutrient. But that's not all. Egg yolks also contain DHA, the same powerful omega-3 found in fish, and lutein, an antioxidant we'll talk about in a minute. This combination makes the humble egg a true superfood for your brain. They're a complete package, offering up essential fats, proteins, and vitamins that all support brain function. The takeaway is clear: don't fear the yolk. A whole egg for breakfast is a simple way to fuel your brain for the day and help protect it for years to come. It's the advice we've all heard since we were kids. Eat your greens. When it comes to your brain, this is more critical than you might think. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collards are nutritional powerhouses, packed with an army of compounds that protect and sharpen your mind. One of the star players in leafy greens is vitamin K, which helps protect brain cells and ensures they get the oxygen they need. But the list goes on. Leafy greens are also loaded with brain-essential nutrients like folate, beta-carotene, and lutein. Folate, a B vitamin, is needed to produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which regulate your mood and sense of well-being. Lutein, a powerful antioxidant once famous for eye health, is now getting attention for its role in the brain. Research shows that lutein accumulates in the brain, where it acts as a shield against oxidative stress and inflammation, two key drivers of brain aging. The impact of eating greens daily is pretty incredible. Research from the Rush Memory and Aging Project found that people who consistently ate leafy greens had a rate of cognitive decline that was the equivalent of being 11 years younger. The Mind diet specifically calls for at least 6 servings of leafy greens per week, because these vegetables are so rich in the antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect the brain. Think of oxidative stress as rust on your brain cells. It's a natural process, but when it gets out of control, it damages cells and contributes to cognitive decline. The antioxidants in leafy greens help neutralize this damage, keeping your brain cells resilient. Making greens a staple is easier than you think. Toss spinach into your eggs, have a big kale salad for lunch, or sauté some collards with garlic for a nutrient-packed side dish. Making a conscious effort to eat your greens every day is one of the smartest things you can do for your long-term brain health. If you're looking for a delicious way to boost your brain, look no further than berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, they aren't just a sweet treat. They are packed with powerful plant compounds called flavonoids, especially a type called anthocyanins, which give them their vibrant colors. These flavonoids are some of the most potent brain boosters in nature. So what's their secret? Flavonoids work in a few ways to protect the brain. First, they improve blood flow. Studies show that eating flavonoid-rich foods can increase circulation, helping to deliver more oxygen and glucose, the brain's main fuel, to where it's needed most. Second, they fight inflammation and oxidative stress. Just like with leafy greens, the antioxidants in berries help protect your brain cells from the daily wear and tear that can lead to cognitive decline. Blueberries, in particular, get a lot of attention for their remarkable effects. They've been shown to support the hippocampus, a brain region critical for memory, and can even help improve cognitive function in older adults already experiencing mild memory issues. The Mind diet specifically recommends eating berries at least twice a week, highlighting them above other fruits because the evidence for their brain benefits is so strong. Researchers singled out berries because their potent antioxidant properties appear to be key in slowing down brain aging. The best part is how easy they are to work into your diet. Toss a handful of blueberries into your oatmeal, blend strawberries into a smoothie, or just have a bowl of mixed berries for a snack. You're not just satisfying your sweet tooth, you're actively investing in the long-term health of your brain. If you're getting some good ideas for your next grocery run, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more people who are looking to improve their health. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Alright, here's the news you've been waiting for. What if one of your favorite indulgences could actually make you smarter? I'm talking about dark chocolate. But before you go grabbing any candy bar, it's important to understand that the magic isn't in the sugar or milk. It's in the cocoa. Cocoa is packed with flavonoids, the same family of powerful compounds found in berries. One of their main benefits is improving blood flow. The flavonoids in cocoa help your arteries relax, which not only lowers blood pressure but also increases the supply of oxygen and nutrients to your brain. Some studies show this effect can improve verbal learning and attention shortly after eating it. But the benefits aren't just short-term. These flavonoids also encourage the formation of new connections between brain cells, which is the physical basis of learning and memory. This is especially important in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Of course, dark chocolate also contains a bit of caffeine and theobromine, which can give you a little boost in alertness. But the real power comes from the flavonoids. That's why choosing the right kind of chocolate is key. You want dark chocolate with 50% to 90% cocoa solids. Milk chocolate just doesn't have the same benefits. For the biggest impact, you could even try using unsweetened cocoa powder in smoothies or coffee to avoid added sugars. Research has shown that regular consumption of flavonoid-rich cocoa can have positive effects on memory and focus in older adults. You can feel a little less guilty about that chocolate habit. A small amount of high-quality dark chocolate might be a delicious way to boost your mood, memory, and brain health. When you think of superfoods, the humble lentil probably doesn't jump to mind. But these tiny legumes have been a dietary staple for thousands of years, and new research is showing they are a powerhouse for long-term brain health. A single cup of cooked lentils provides about 90% of your daily recommended intake of this crucial B vitamin. Lentils are packed with plant-based protein and fiber. That fiber is especially important for your brain. It helps stabilize your blood sugar. Fiber also feeds the good bacteria in your gut. This is critical because of the gut-brain axis, the constant communication between your digestive system and your brain. A healthy gut helps lower inflammation throughout your body, which in turn protects your brain. A 2017 Italian study found that older adults who ate more legumes, like lentils, performed better on cognitive tests for memory and focus. Lentils are also a great source of magnesium and potassium. They're easy to use in soups, stews, salads, or even as a base for a plant-based burger. By adding this unassuming legume to your meals, you're giving your brain a steady supply of fuel and a rich mix of nutrients to support it for years to come. Our final food might be the most surprising of all: seaweed. While it's been a staple in many Asian cultures for centuries, this marine algae is now being recognized worldwide for its remarkable health benefits, especially for the brain. One of the most studied is a polysaccharide called fucoidan, found in brown seaweeds like kelp. These complex carbs have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, a compound derived from brown seaweed was approved in China as a treatment for mild to moderate Alzheimer's after it was found to improve cognitive function. Seaweed is also a source of carotenoids like fucoxanthin, another potent antioxidant. Emerging research suggests it may enhance brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that promotes the growth of new neurons. These marine vegetables are also packed with a wide range of nutrients like omega-3s, vitamin K, B vitamins, and magnesium, all of which support brain function. You don't have to be a sushi lover to get the benefits. You can find dried seaweed snacks, add kelp flakes to soups and salads, or use nori sheets as wraps. Seaweed is truly one of the most powerful foods you can eat for your brain. So, from the omega-3s in fatty fish building your brain cells, to the choline in egg yolks sharpening your memory, and even the surprising compounds found in seaweed, it's clear that the path to a healthier brain runs right through your kitchen. The foods we've discussed today, leafy greens, vibrant berries, dark chocolate, lentils, and seaweed, aren't exotic or hard to find. They are accessible, delicious, and backed by a growing body of science. They are key parts of dietary plans like the MIND diet, which has been shown to significantly slow cognitive decline. What was the most surprising food on this list for you? Was it the brain-boosting power of the egg yolk, or the incredible potential of seaweed? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear which of these you're excited to add to your diet. If you enjoyed this look into the science of brain food, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can keep learning how to optimize your health. Thanks for watching,